I have to be very, very honest, yeah, and I have made my confession to Oscar earlier that I'm no expert in air fryer, but I'm very thankful for Cosori giving me this opportunity to sort of, and we're going to be testing out two different functions of the air fryer. Yeah, one is the air fry, which the air fryer is made for, and the other one is the broil function. Yeah, in cornflakes and almonds, served together with the rocket and apple salad. And the next dish we're going to be doing is a vegan-friendly dish. Who's vegan? Is anyone vegan here? No?
But that's good because you can try two dishes.
I thought vegan is a thing these days and everyone is going vegan, no? Everybody still loves your meat. But anyway, we'll be doing an aubergine dish. It's a roasted aubergine together, gochujang, miso, honey, so lovely flavors, lots of umami going on. Some ladies at the back there were about the same age. Right, so now I've got my fish, and the fish that I'm using is tilapia. I think it's important to understand, or also what I'm learning about an air fryer is, an air fryer, it gives you a lot of convenience in cooking, but an air fryer, same like everything else, has its limitations. So understanding what ingredients, understanding what works best with an air fryer goes a long way. Right? The fish with a little bit of salt, and I'm going to add a couple more seasoning. Here I have, where's this? There we go. A little bit of paprika. A little bit of garlic salt. Yeah, because it's something about when the salt hits the hot food, it stays on the surface. So, and that's important. That's a make or break, or the difference between something that's wow versus something that's alright. You have an egg here, which we're just going to beat. So I'm doing a 3-step breading process. Put this at the back. Here, cornflakes and almond. Yeah? Cornflakes everybody have at home. And to give the cornflakes a little bit more flavor, a little bit more richness to it, you add some almonds inside. So the almonds will sort of give you that nuttiness as you bite into it. Yeah? So I've just blitzed it together. There you go. Common rule is wet won't stick to wet, dry won't stick to dry. So it has to be the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah? So if you go here from the fish into the breadcrumbs, your breadcrumbs are all going to fall off. Yeah? Or if you go straight from fish to egg and into the breadcrumbs, again your crumbs are going to fall off. So you need first
dry it up.
Dry it up. So this will make sure that the eggs sticks and holds.
So what flour is it?
This is just regular flour. Then we head on. You want to make sure you get every part of it. Yeah? And from the eggs, any excess, let it drip off and into your crumbs. Yeah?
To the quality of the wall. Okay, let it fry already. After it complete, we'll throw. Okay, we'll put in the second slice of fish.
So here's an important thing to have when you're cooking with air fryer. I think the cooking spray is very, very important because if you and
so we have the 360 turbo IQ technology, and let's see what we need and what temperature we need.
Alright, so I'm going for about 190 for 8 minutes under air fryer. So I'm using extra virgin olive oil for the fat. Yeah, and I will be using apple cider. Yeah, I love apple cider as a dressing for the acid in the dressing. If you can't get apple cider, you can just use lemon juice. That's no problem at all.
Well, I'll prefer apple cider. the apple aroma in it.
Correct. So that's why I love it. Now, I'm grating just 1 clove of garlic in here. I love garlic. You can omit this if you don't. You don't like garlic? No?
Yeah.
Bad for kisses, right?
Yeah, yes. So how much of it?
That's in. Now, I'm also going to add in a little bit of mustard. Now, why mustard? Mustard gives it that
Kick.
the kick, yes, but it also gives it that nice creaminess to the dressing. Yeah. Now, I forgot to bring my hand blender. I was wanting to show you guys a neat trick that we usually do, and it turns your dressing completely to the just amazing. Black pepper.
You know, sometimes I wonder how chef actually have the right quantity or the precise quantity when it comes to dressing.
Well, a lot of it is from experience, and a lot of it is the more you do something, the better you get at eyeballing things.
Okay.
All right, so now you can see my poor effort of trying to emulsify this with a fork. But yeah, if you have a hand blender in the house, you pour everything into a jug, blitz it. Okay. Put this aside. Now for the apple. Now the reason why I combine apple and rocket, I love rocket because it has a nice bite to it and it has a nice pungency to it. It can be quite gelato after a while, you know. So the combination of the rocket and apple will sort of refresh your taste buds so that you keep going in the dish. Okay.
So just a little bit of apple together with rockets.
Some apples, some rockets. I'm also going to be mixing in some cherry tomatoes. So cherry tomatoes, just half them. Into my salad, you know, I like that crunch, that spiciness, that pungent.
The salad is actually a dish, a very personal dish. Yeah.
Correct.
So you can put in the things you want, you like in it. But if
You're
you
asking about 3 minutes. Yeah. So if there are any questions regarding this dish, with a little bit of pesto. I made this earlier because, as you can see, the space is a bit strained, and I've just been given half an hour. So I made this ahead of time. And the recipe for this is simply just pine nuts, garlic, olive oil. I've added basil together with spinach. Yeah, the baby spinach, because I love basil, but a pesto that's just full of basil, I find it a bit too much. So a little bit of
to balance it.
baby spinach goes a long way. And parmesan chujang roasted aubergine, topped with sauteed mushrooms and some nuts.
Taking pictures, quickly do that. So this is the size of the bottle. This is 6.8 watts. No, you know what? After you have demonstrated this on the grading of fish, I realized that I do not need to buy the frozen food.
Yeah, you know, you can make this at home very easily without buying your frozen, fish fillets or anything of that sort. All right, so now for the salad, yeah. So what we're going to do with the salad is I'm just tossing it around with my hands, and this is structure, yeah. So just with your hands, pick it up. Make sure you get a good mix of everything. There we go, on the plate. Yeah, and the best part is, it is a dish that is air fried. There we go. Beats fish and chips.
Yep. Alright, so
Thank you for watching. Follow me for more. azlindaalin.com